Hi and welcome to Silver Soul Tarot. Today we are going to do a general reading with the Oracle deck, Angels and Auras. I have to admit I'm not sure which tarot deck to use. I'm just going to go with the feels on this one. Yeah, there's a little tiny fly flying around. I just nearly ate it. Whatever. Right, let's get into it, shall we? So first of all, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Jo. If you are a returning viewer, much love to you. Why are you not subscribed? But I won't hold that against you just yet. And if you are a subscriber, I appreciate you more than words could say. Let's crack on. Let's take two. Okay, so the first card out is Uriel Gold. Passion, Epiphany, Entrepreneur and Driven. Okay, so maybe list in here might be something that is a trait of yours. I know it's a trait of mine. I love nothing more than a good list that I can work towards and tick off and cross through as I do it and complete tasks. I do love a list. And the second card out is Blessing in Disguise. Trust, revelation, significance, surprise. Okay, so maybe something you're working towards, something you've been quite driven around, something it might get a little bit of an epiphany, but it leads to a real blessing, something that you're just kind of not really expecting. And we do have the abundance card on the bottom. Okay, and that does say breakthrough. So there could be something, some sort of revelation, some sort of trust, surprise, trust in the surprise. If in that case, let's use, see, I knew it would come, it'd be fine. Let's use the law of, I can't remember what this is called, law of attraction tarot deck. Let's see what it is that you've been working towards, what it is that's going to come into you through a very surprising way, potentially. Now, white feathers might mean something to someone, and it is a very spiritual meaning. Seeing white feathers, it's quite often that angels are close. A loved one is close and sending you some blessings. So there very much could be a real blessing coming through. It's very much a theme of the day. If you've been watching my last few videos, there was a theme of the day of, what was it? I only done it yesterday and I already can't remember. Of sort of preparing and getting ready. It's coming. You had to sort of allow yourself to just have some fun. And today is very much a, prepare yourself. You're about to have this key handed to you. It could be a new home, okay? It could be a new business or something where you're given the key. But there's something, you're about to unlock something. Now, it could be, something very surprising, something you've been working towards. It could be like a balloon pop and, out comes the confetti. But I think that you're literally about to be handed the key to the kingdom. You've got, let's get her in focus. You've got the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, look at her strutting her stuff. She's out. She's going into a hotel. She's living the high life. She's got the bellhop behind her, pulling all her stuff. He doesn't look too happy with her. You can cast it now. It's focused. He's kind of like, who is this woman and why is she, strutting her stuff down the hallway like that? But yeah, look at you just kind of being in your element. Travel could be here for someone. That is definitely a theme of today. Yeah, I mean, it could be a hotel key you get given. Although they don't tend to use those sorts of keys anymore, but you still need a key to access a lot of things. What have you been working towards? Pop it in a comment down below. You've got the death card, okay? But with this card, as you can see, it's much more about the rebirth. It's about coming out of your shell, out of your chrysalis, and, drying out your wings and shaking them off and getting ready to take flight. It's the rebirth. Interesting energies coming through today. The last reading I done, it'll probably go up before this one, so it'll be like yesterday. As you're watching this, it was an interesting thing about getting moving. That's not actually what I wanted to say, but I've completely forgot what I was going to say. It will come back round. My train of thought will come back round. yeah, I might put these both up on the same day. Yeah, you hold the key, you know, the password is within you. This is about security with the Four of Pentacles, this card. There's obviously, you know, the cogs are turning, the wheels are turning, the energies are moving, but you hold the key, you hold the passcode, the key code, whatever the right word is. It's like this new beginning is for you and only you. It can't be taken away from you. It's for you. And it's going to come in a surprising way. There's definitely a movement. I think I might put these both up on the same day. What have you been working towards? Because it's really about to pay off. It's really about to pay off. Like you're literally about to have the cup handed to you. You know, you're about to celebrate this win. It's this massive win is coming your way, whoever this is for. It's definitely a theme of the day. Breakthrough, some sort of knowledge that just opens up everything. You got the Knight of Swords. Okay, so in this one, it's, you know, as you can see, he's not exactly the happiest person in the deck, but it's about standing up for yourself, protecting yourself where you need to. You know, don't attack out of fear or out of, you know, sadness or violence. It's not about that. It's about protecting yourself, protecting what it is you've been working towards. A revelation and an epiphany. Some sort of surprise is coming in. See if we can find out what that is. Okay, so you've got the Queen of Cups. So this, if it could be a child for you, if this is in your future and you want children, and, you know, there could literally be a baby. Otherwise, it's about nurturing. It's about growing something. You know, entrepreneurs don't tend to make $1 million business overnight. It's something that they really have to work towards, and they put a lot of time and effort in, a lot of money. You know, it's about really growing something that is for you, whatever that might be, you know, a part of you as well. You know, it's your blood, sweat and tears. The Ten of Cups. Yeah, I'm definitely going to put these up on the same day, because 3 of these cards came out in the last reading. I'll put them both up on the same day, so look, it will be today that this other reading came up. Yeah, it's that happiness, that ultimate wish fulfillment. Like I say, it could be children, it could be a happy family. There's nothing here that would suggest that it's a love reading specifically, but I do think it's certainly something you loved doing, something you've put a lot of time in. Entrepreneurs don't put time and money or interest into something if it's not going to have a preferable, you know, desired outcome. Just look at, you know, your Dragon's Den, and what's the American version? I can't remember what the American version's called. Sorry. But you know, where they invest in companies and they put their own money, well, I say their own money, their own business money into other people's companies, and, you know, they want to know the ins and outs, you know, how much they earn and everything. Yeah, they don't just give out money willy-nilly. It's something that you have to believe in it and really want to work towards. You got the Four of Swords. Okay, so maybe you've been feeling a little bit like this wasn't going to come in. Maybe you've been feeling a little bit delicate, a little bit anxious. Maybe even sort of hid yourself away. The thing about the glass dome is, it's one, you can see through it. Okay, you can see through the lies, you can see through the bullshit. You've just got to admit it and understand it, and believe that you can just, you know, pull yourself out of it. So maybe there has been something maybe there's something that did happen to you, but actually turns out to be a little bit of a blessing in disguise. 4-4, just, you know, while we're here, let's just say that there's 4-4. We also do have 10-10, because that's a 10 card, and 10. And in the reading that will go up today, I'll put both up on the same day, we had 10-10-10. The Six of Pentacles. In this one, there's this anxiety. Okay, there's this I don't really want to say fear, but I think fear might be one of the better words for it. You know, having your feet held to the fire. You might have to be a little bit open and honest with yourself and others, but, you know, knowing where to place your energy and where not to. You know, being driven towards this success. What is this revelation that's going to come in? I'm not going to do any more of those. Let's take a couple of normal tarots and see, what is this surprise? What is this epiphany, this revelation? What is it that you need to trust in? What is the blessing that is going to be coming in a little bit of a disguise? But trust that you are protected. You are literally going to be handed the key to the kingdom, the password, the key code. That's why this is going to go up on the same day. What is this revelation, spirit guides and angels, for the person watching this? What is the revelation? Okay, so you've got the High Priestess, that's signs, synchronicities. So maybe you're seeing a lot of numbers. Like I say, 1010. Tens are definitely the number of the two readings that I'm putting up today. There could be something being hidden from you. That's the revelation. Intuition. There's this metamorphosis again with the butterflies, you know, taking flight. I wonder if this is a gift from on high. Like I say, you are being watched and you are being guided. So we've got the Judgment card, okay? So that's being called to action. It might become an enviro message, whatever this truth is, this revelation. But it's about being called to your purpose, to start something, to travel maybe. I take this as it resonates, but what is this revelation? It's definitely heaven sent and it's definitely guided. But what is it? I want to give it a good shuffle so we really get a true... There we go, there it is. Okay, got the Knight of Wands. Okay, it's passionate, it's fiery, it's on its way in, it's coming in, there's nothing going to stop it. Knights are all about movement. Okay, so again, maybe you need to get up and do some movement in order to do something new, you know, spark new energy. Maybe crossing off some of those to-do list items, you know, clearing out old energy. Maybe you need to, you know, go through some crap and deal with it. I've just dropped some, so I'm just going to bend down and get them. So I might sound a bit funky for a minute, but there's only two. I thought there was three, but there's two. We got the Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Okay, so let me come back. So the Nine of Pentacles is the pre-Empress energy. It's your self-worth, self-value, self-respect. And obviously the Ace of Cups is much more about your emotions. It's a new beginning, something you're going to love, something that's going to really bring you into you much more, you know, rather than being out and worrying about other people. It's going to bring you more self-centered, but not in a, you know, oh, she's so self-centered, not in a cocky way, do you know what I mean? Just more of a balanced sort of sense. Now, I don't know what this revolution is. Maybe it's a revolution. This revelation is, it could have very much something to do with travel. Are you waiting back to hear from a job, but you know, something abroad, or you know, a different country, a different county, or you know, a different state, or somewhere else, but not, you know, necessarily moving a whole country. The other side of the country, the other end of the country. There's something you've really been working towards. Maybe it's a business deal coming through, something you wasn't expecting, or something you'd forgotten about. What is this revelation you're about to have? Let's see. I've just grabbed the Moonology Oracle deck, because in the lid it says, let the moon be your guide. And we obviously do have some High Priestess energy here. Let's see, shall we, what it is that's coming in, this revelation, this, I think it's coming from on high. I don't think this is going to be in the 3D realm. I think this is coming in from the 5D realm. I think it's some information from your guides, your spirits, and the moon is probably the next best thing, really. So let's see what it is, shall we? We'll close out the reading with this message, and just see if I'm going to be told what this revelation is. You and your loved ones are safe. Okay. Okay, thanks for that. Yeah, I think whatever it is, you don't have to worry about it. It's not something that is going to be It's going to be a surprise. It might be a bit jarring, but it's certainly it's certainly a good thing. What have we got on the bottom? Your hard work is paying off. I said it's something you've been working on, something that's been quite driven. Let's take that anyway. And believe in the impossible. Believe in the impossible. You're very close to achieving your goal. Whatever it is, it's coming in, and it's coming in relatively quickly. It's something you've been working on. Surrender to the divine. But I could just probably keep going. I did say I was only going to take one of these. And yeah, that one is a personal wishes reaches resolution. But oh, you can't see that one. Sorry. Yeah, we're gonna leave it there, and I'm gonna say, let me know in the comments when this surprise happens. I mean, it's coming in from the divine, so that's probably why we're not being allowed to know what it is at the moment. But please like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.